Okay, super quick update for the 12500 Enterprise C nacelle lighting. So one of the things I was considering doing was a light strip. The problem with that is they're so far spaced out and there's just too many hotspots. So I went instead with nanos. They're called nanos or picos. They're called different things depending on where you get them from. But super small SM LEDs, and these, doing my finger instead of the, and these are coated in epoxy because they're submergible, so they're waterproof. Not the battery pack that they go to, but just the LED itself. I mean, that is small, man. And these I bought in some kind of I don't know if it was this one or if it was the other one. So the green one, yeah, here it is. This is what it looks like. Comes from Hobby Lobby in their party section. I think this is $10, but I used a 40% off coupon. I don't see the oh, this is CVS. This is from CVS. So I got this during their Christmas, part of their Christmas, which means it's probably gone now. Actually, it's only a couple days after Christmas. You might be able to still pick these up or from anywhere. But if you can't get those, you can get these white ones, which actually, are those the ones I used? I'll use the green ones, but you can use either ones. These are actually even smaller. They're about 2/3 the size. They're even smaller. And I would prefer the ones that aren't epoxy coated because they get kind of hard to bend right there. But the epoxy also makes the soldering, or not solder, but however they're connected, the joints better. But instead of light strip, I went with this, and this is just that. Those wires wrapped around a metal rod, and then there's two facing forward for the Bizarre collector. But what I'm actually showing is I was trying to put the nav light in here. Actually, as an afterthought, I didn't even think about it. I don't know why. And I was thinking about putting, what kind of LED can I get in there? And then I was just going to grind down a 3mm flasher. But then I realized that putting a flash LED here and then one on the other nacelle, they're never going to flash in sequence. They're always just going to fall out of sequence, and they'll never be in sequence. And I was kind of okay with that. I was like, no big deal. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. I don't think they even flash. And when you look at yesterday's Enterprise, the nacelle nav lights don't flash. I don't think any of the nav lights do. I think there's a strobe behind the bridge that does flash, but it flashes not at a strobe's pace, but as a nav light's pace. So and then I was just gonna grind down a LED and put it in there. But then I was thinking, let me see if I can set this up. I saw another modeler. What he did, and I don't know what I did with it, so it's probably gone now. What he took a piece of fiber optic, and what he did is, instead of mushrooming, which is what we all do, he sanded the end of it. And when you sand it, it allows it to just distribute the light in all these different areas, different ways. And as a quick test, I just took a sanding stick and 1mm fiber. It's not a bad connection, it's just these are so loose on the things. Man. Okay. So let me position this inside here. And the hard thing is positioning so I don't get too many hot spots on the chillers, the flux chiller grills. And then if I put this all the way close, there's a little hole right here, all the way lined up there. This sticks out a little bit, which isn't a big deal except for when this is lit up. It looks really good without me drilling in the back. When you drill it, it tends to look different on the other ones that I've done. And I like this. I just like this look. She thinks it's not doing it. God damn it. I just really like that look, and it kind of, when you go to the side, it dulls down and it sharpens back up. I like that look, and if I drill in the back, then it'll change that, and that'll just all go away, and it'll just look like something more conventional. But so my choice is to mount this so this LED is perpendicular to the hole I drilled, and this sticks up, and I gotta drill in the back of the Bizarre, or I push it back and I put the fiber in at a diagonal. And I mean, I guess that's probably the best way, because that's not too easy, that's not hard to do. You can even shape them to a certain extent. But what I wanted to show was not that. I wanted to show how well the scuffed up fiber looks. And this isn't my idea. This is I can't remember the name of the guy. I think his name is Don. I can't really remember. And he goes to those Fantastic Plastic, or those hangouts that they do, and they do that that's webcasting thing, the Google Plus community. It's called Fantastic Plastic, and he does. If you Google the Terminator 2 arm, the biomech arm, you'll see his video. You'll see his videos. He actually does some pretty good ones. But I'm going to show you. Okay, 1mm with no alterations looks like this. Okay, so on the sides you can't see a whole lot. A dead end you can see, and if you bloom it, there's the small bloom. There's two different blooms. You can do a large and a small. There's a small. You still can't see a whole lot from the side. Right on top you can see it, but not from the sides, so you lose it. So what he did, which I think is a pretty cool idea, is he scuffed up the sides, and I just did it real quick. Okay, there you go. I just did it real quick. It's not, obviously if you're going to do it, you want to shape the top, make it more rounded. I mean, it's obviously way too tall too, but if you scuff up the sides, you can see the side of the light a lot better, and it's way too long and everything. So I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to leave it back so that I can put Bizarre flush rather than drilling into the back. And that's it for today. Thanks.